Hello and welcome to another episode with me and Lucas.
Hello.
Hello. I love these sessions where we are just sitting here. No filming, students, even if we love our students, but just the two of us. It's been very nice to have another space to create and work.
Yeah. I believe that both of us go for the same thing. We like working with people, but also we like this space where you can reflect and be Nordic.
When we fill our days with different activities, the place where we can relax more and be chill. When we can combine that with being creative and work, I have this, what you call it?
Quotation marks.
Quotation mark work, because I don't
Yeah.
look at this at work. Now the direction goes into how we can combine a good workflow in our day.
Yeah.
Naturally, it went that way. When we do active things and then we can still be productive and creative, but just by sitting down and having a conversation, that is good.
That is awesome. But I believe that it connects a lot with the idea of being in the flow.
Yeah.
Because when you are in the flow, everything falls into place. I don't know, people call it synchronicity but I believe it's a very big thing when you can do what you like, enjoy being present. But in the spiritual practice, I don't think that's easy, right?
If it's easy.
Yeah, to be in the flow. I found lots of times that in the spiritual practice, you feel something, you feel this yearning of connection or this yearning of making sense of your life and all that. And people offer like this solutions. They say, okay, you need to do this, you need to do that.
Yeah.
But there's something inside that yearns for a specific answer. And we had been talking a lot about this. And this is why I love the name of the podcast, because I believe that spirituality needs to be rebellious to feel your heart. And that means that to be in a state of flow is not that, okay, I need to do whatever they told me I need to do in my life. No, I need to listen to my heart every single beat.
Yes. When I talked about productivity and the state of flow, this is actually a combination of different topics. First, we talk about being spiritual as a path of being rebellious, because you take your own choices, you do things that are not necessarily normal. And then I think of the productive side of it, because when we follow our heart and we do what's next in the flow, in the state of flow, it means that like now we sit here. We just love talk about spirituality, yoga, life, philosophy, issues. We love talking.
Yeah.
We sit here and it's very natural for us to meet up and we sit here. But at the same time, we combine it with, okay, let's make a podcast. That feels natural and fun.
Yeah.
And that makes us productive at the same time. I try to fill my day to be as aligned as possible to my true purpose or my calling or Dharma. Yeah. And some people say I don't have time because I have to go to work and then I have to do this. But when you just jump out of the box or the normal
life,
or the way that people think that you should act or live, then time is more flexible. That's also why we can produce more, because we don't look at it as a linear work, like 8 hours work, 2 hours of this, and then we go next.
When you talk about this flow, and this is why I mentioned the word Dharma, because I believe that if not, we live like in the hamster wheel. We do the things that we are supposed to, and we're arriving nowhere. But when you do something that resonates with your heart, instead of being a circle, it's like an arrow. You like move forward.
You always manage to say the things I have in my head in such a good, clear way. You say it in one sentence, and I use like 5 minutes to explain what I mean. Yeah.
I believe that when, for example, when we sit and we start talking about these things and everything, it doesn't feel like work. Sometimes I talk, I love what I do, as a therapist and as a yoga teacher. And sometimes I say, when they discover that I would do this without getting paid, I am going to lose a lot of money. But because I would do it anyway. And that is a state of flow, because I feel that instead of doing what I was supposed to, that in my case was maybe to become a doctor or a lawyer or an architect, get married with a woman, have at least 2 children, buy a house, blah, blah. I took, because it didn't resonate with my heart, the path that was less traveled in my society, my family, everything, my culture. So when you get into this resonating with your heart, something happens, and it's nice because you feel that you're thriving, that you're growing.
But I don't think you thought it was nice in the beginning, right?
Not at all. There was a lot of suffering there.
We are older and wiser now, so we can sit here and say our days are creative and productive and we live good lives. But to come here, it's been a struggle, and you need to have this rebellious mind that we spoke about before we started the podcast, right? We were both rebellious. And with that, we mean we had to break down barriers to come to the point where we can live our life the way we want to.
But that is very nice to just look back and see, as you say, well, okay, it was good. It led me to a place where I can sit down and talk about what I love doing and do what I love doing. But I resonate with a lot of students that see themselves in a very complicated place where they lead a life they don't like, and most of them they didn't even choose. And I will oversimplify this with an example that many people know: Eat, Pray, Love.
The book?
Yeah. And when Liz is sitting in the bathroom of this beautiful house that she had with her husband, and she realized...
didn't see her, understand her.
So it's like, I don't like the life that I created for myself. And I feel this yearning. And then the search starts. But I believe that there is no other way of going in the spiritual path without that. It's like, I don't know, ripping your skin off or losing contact with security and safety, and start to move towards, to put into the world what you feel in your heart.
But when you refer to that book, Liz was already married and she was quite...
Settled,
yeah. You don't have to mention age because it's not really that important, but she was settled. And I think it's important to know that you can do that. You can make those changes at any time in your life. It's just a choice. And then we can sit here and say, it's a choice, and then people will...
No. Wait. No. I don't agree it's a choice. People say that even being queer or being gay, people say, okay, that's a lifestyle choice. Who wants to be cast aside? Who wants to be mistreated or segregated or discriminated? Who wants to fail? No one. I don't believe that scene in the bathroom floor in Eat, Pray, Love was a choice.
No, the change is a choice.
Yeah, because we go into a spiritual path because we have no choice. Because the things that happened in our life are so fucked up. They don't work anymore. So we need to find another answer. This is why I believe that the rebel quality is so needed. Because it's like, okay, I did everything that you said I needed to do to be a happy person, right? I did everything. And here I am, unhappy as fuck. Why? Because it is not from me to the world. It's from the world to me. I am supposed to adapt and be this white sheep in the middle of the flock. And instead of being the rainbow sheep or the black sheep or the purple one and transform things into another direction.
Yeah, I get you, but I don't think you need to be in the black hole to go on a spiritual journey. But I don't know if you talk about the spiritual journey or just different ways to...
I believe that we as people, we need to sometimes touch rock bottom to be able to jump up. I see some people that go into the altruistic path and say, you know what, I want to better myself. So instead of waiting until I gained 7 kilos because of the quarantine, I gained a couple of kilos. So I'm going to start working out because I take care of myself.
But you feel like you need to be really low to get to the realizations, or
something has to fail.
Something has to fail.
If it doesn't fail, if it isn't broken, don't change it.
Yeah.
Right? I believe that in the spiritual path is more or less the same. If you're happy with the choices that your culture made for you, or you grew up in an environment that you find is nice, then of course, you keep on moving into that direction. But
you have people that are totally happy, like you said. They don't need to change. They don't need to search for something else. They are just happy where they are. And maybe they are the enlightened one.
That I like. That I like, because I heard a lot of times this phrase, ignorance is bliss. And some people are happy with what they have and they don't need anything else until something comes up. Maybe they lose a job, or the relationship is in crisis, or someone gets sick, or Corona came. And then all the things that you thought you had around start to crumble. And then you want other answers. Some people just say, you know what, this is a bad time. Let's wait until this is over. And others try to find the new order in the middle of chaos. And those, I think, are the spiritual rebels. Because it's like, okay, whatever. Hands on, in the dirt, move forward. My husband says that he never saw someone work so much during the pandemic as we are.
Yeah.
And I agree. I see, okay, is this concept of the surfer's mind. Okay, this is a
big wave.
This is a big wave.
Catch it.
Let's catch it. I think it requires this rebellious state to be able to put your heart out and say, this is not good for me as it is. I need something that is different because I want to feel part of this. I think that a rebel heart wants to feel connected every time to the world and will not take no for an answer. It's like, okay, I need to be part of this. Yeah, but this is no. I am not going to be isolated or disconnected. I want all and I want everything, and I want it as soon as I can get it.